Welcome to Sweden. We're here today in Malmö. Had a lovely day yesterday, went to the football, didn't vlog it because, well, sometimes you've just got to be in the moment, and yesterday was awesome because we got through to the round of 16 in the Europa League. Fantastic stuff. So now, I'm on another Scandi adventure. I've got my Scandi mate with me, Kim. He's got a bit of a hangover, so he's a bit camera shy at the moment, but hopefully he'll perk up a little bit later. And we're sat here outside Malmö's beautiful town hall. Look at that. And they've got some Chilean flags as well there. I've just heard some dignitaries. They seem to be visiting the city for some reason. And it's definitely a nice city to visit. Look at this. It's October, and it's one of the most beautiful days in the history of the world. Look at this. It's just abandoned, isn't it? Look. This would be a prime location in any city for a nice cafe or bar, and look, it's empty. We should resurrect this place, Malmö. The sea is up ahead, so we're going to walk over there.
And probably spot Denmark.
Yeah, let's go see Denmark, shall we? It is a typical Swedish fika where workers get together in the afternoon, have a little coffee and a snack. Yeah, it's a chilled out lifestyle here. Kim's just commented it feels a little bit like the Belgian coast here almost. Look, a bit like Ostend. But it's Malmö, Sweden. So if you're like me and you speak a little bit of Dutch, maybe some German, you might think that adding en onto the end of a noun, like here, central station, that makes it plurals, but then that would say central stations. But this actually means the central station, and you put the word the on the end. Isn't that right, Kim? You Scandi expert. Literally, it says central station, the. Kim, look who's been here already. The Union boys. What a nice way to spend Friday afternoon. And buy a deer burger. Pretty much everything in this country feels like it's set up to be user-friendly. So here we're in like some hotel lobby, kind of business centre, mishmash of things. Look, people can sit here, do a bit of work. They put charging ports, USB, everywhere. Sweden's functional. That's how it is here. This massive bus tram thing. It's a bus, but it looks like a tram. We found this dock, which seems to be kind of abandoned. I wonder what great ships have been in here before. It's like a tower. It's got a ladder on the side, and it's got these lovely autumnal leaves as well. Looks like the kind of thing that would get turned into an Airbnb these days. Doesn't life in Sweden just look perfect? There's some big traffic around apparently, and I'm not sure what this symbol's meant to mean. Not very clear if you're a foreigner. Mate, I have to say it's a real shame that the match wasn't on the 7th, 8th or 9th of October, because we could have coincided it with a visit to Erotic World. Yeah. Oh yeah, eroticworld.dk, so it's over the border in Denmark. The Danes love a bit of Erotic World apparently. This, would you believe it, is a hotel, the Oh Boy Hotel Bostad. Don't mispronounce that. Look, it's like one of these eco kind of hotels. They've all got a little bike, numbers in marker on the door, a bit of music. This is the Turning Torso, and it's the world's first twisting skyscraper. 54 stories high, used to be the tallest building in the Nordic countries until they built a new tower up the road in Gothenburg. Neo-futurist design. It's a residential building, so it can probably house about 1,000 people, maybe more. Not sure I would want to live there though. Look, there's all of these floors, 54 of them, and not a single one seems to have a nice balcony. Bit of a shame that. But you got this lovely park as well, so okay, you don't have a garden, but yeah, you got this park that you can go hang out in, I guess. It's a real work of geometry. You can see kind of split up into 9 subsections, each with 6 floors on. And sometimes it's bending outwards. You can see at the bottom here, it's bending outwards on that side, whilst it's bending inwards on the other side. It does make you wonder why, but it's quite a sight. I think that if you look at it from a certain angle, it looks like the Europa League trophy that Union are going to lift. Must be a sign. It's a little bit scary actually. It looks like it's going to fall down. Oh, I'm going to stop looking up at that. Kim, would you like to explain where we're going?
Yeah, this is called Systembolaget. And in Sweden you can only buy what they call the people's ale, or folköl, at the supermarket, which is only 3.5% of alcohol. If you want anything stronger, you have to go to Systembolaget.
Yeah, exactly. So this is basically the alcoholics shop. Let's have a look. It's controlled by the government, so they can have a monopoly basically on selling alcohol. It's like being in a duty-free shop at the airport, except it's really expensive. Look how they write the prices, isn't it weird? Some of them look like times on a clock. Kim, look, they've run out of Christmas beer, the poor Swedes. Feel sorry for them.
Coming soon.
Coming soon, there we go.
They have some Belgian beer.
You come to Sweden to drink Belgian beer. They do have a nice selection of local craft beers. Sweden is just so organised. Look at all this recycling infrastructure. Just over there is the Öresund Bridge, or more accurately, the Öresund Crossing. It's an amazing bridge which connects Denmark and Sweden across the Öresund Strait. The bridge extends for 8 kilometres across the strait, so it leaves Sweden just over there. There's a big gap in the bridge for ships to be able to go underneath. And then there's a man-made island called Pebberholm. The crossing descends down into a tunnel. Why is this tunnel there? It's 4 kilometres long, and it's there for Copenhagen Airport because they didn't really want planes flying around a bridge, basically. So it's half bridge, half tunnel, and it connects Malmö with Copenhagen. Cheers to a real feat of engineering, and I know lots of people know this bridge as well from a Danish drama called The Bridge. And how can you cross it? Well, of course, you can drive yourself. You can take a bus like Kim and I yesterday did with the Flixbus. That seems to be the cheapest option. It cost us about €8. And then there's also the option of taking the train as well, because the top deck has a road and just below it is a railway. For the best view, I recommend the bus if you want a nice view when you're on there. Oh, and of course I got some Swedish beers to try. So I've got this first one here. It's got Doge, that little, I don't know, what is it, cryptocurrency dog on it. And it is a Doge IPA, it's called. 6% alcohol. I didn't realise that when I picked it up. I just picked it up because it was the Doge dog.
Cool.
Yeah, quite strong. I'm sure it would be even nicer if it came from a nice chilled fridge. But Sweden doesn't do that. So we're having to improvise a bit. Another tip, if you are flying into Copenhagen Airport, do try and get a window seat because you get a great view out over the strait, over the bridge of both countries as you fly in and out. That man-made island, it lies just to the south of a natural island called Saltholm, and they didn't want to put the crossing through that island because it's an area of outstanding natural beauty. So those genius Danes and Swedes, they decided to build a new island just to the south of it so they wouldn't disturb the wildlife and everything on Saltholm. Pretty clever stuff.
Here in Malmö it's actually 17 degrees and it's almost November, so it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, look, I'm not even wearing a jacket, look.
People are wearing shorts.
Yeah.
They're running though.
Swedish summer basically.
The Norwegian summer was colder than
now.
what we have now.
Wow.
So here in Sweden, this is the same system as we have in Norway. You can collect cans and bottles and get money back. So this is worth 1 kroner. In Norway it would be worth 2. They put up this and it says pant, which means that here you can put the pant, as we call it, and it will stay here so someone else can come and pick it up. A guy that collects it and go around looking for it to earn a buck. So that's super cool.
Great system. So for each of these cans you collect, you get about 10 cents, 10p. So everyone in Sweden can have a job that way.
Trying to find a perfect stone to put on.
I'm trying the Democracia Pale Ale, New England Pale Ale. Yeah, quite nice. It's a bit hoppier. It's from the same brewery. Some Swedish brewery. Quite nice. You can sometimes hear the planes taking off across the strait over at Copenhagen Airport. And it's funny because Kim and I were flying from Malmö Airport this evening to another place in Sweden. And Copenhagen Airport is actually closer to Malmö than Malmö Airport is. We can't see Denmark from here, even though it's only, what, 12 kilometers away? That's it, isn't it? Yeah, 12 kilometers away. And it's because Denmark is so flat. It's flat like a pancake. So we can't see it, but it is over there.
And also the phone today.
Yeah.
It's a bit foggy.
Time to try the final beer. Kim's having a little bit because he's already drunk his and he spilt a bit of it.
Soferio.
This is a strong one. This is 7.5%. This is what...
No, it's Sofiero.
This is what the hardcore men on the streets of Malmö drink. I saw some people drinking it last night, so I thought I'd give it a try. Sofiero.
Kopparbergs Bryggeri.
Oh, it's from so it's
Kopparberg is famous for the ciders.
So it's from the Kopparberg Brewery, but it's a strong lager, is it? Pilsner?
Not too bad, actually.
Yeah, it's all right. Yeah. Perfect life on your balcony in your dressing gown, overlooking the Øresund Bridge. This is perfect. It's so livable. But there's just not much going on, you know. It's calm. No drama.
Det är skönt idag, eh? Ja, verkligen.
We've come to this beautiful Indian restaurant overlooking the Øresund Bridge. So, obviously the place to try Swedish beer in Malmö is an Indian restaurant. We've got an Arboga original. The guy who works here said it's like a Stella, so let's give it a try.
No, I was curious. I was hoping it would be a good one. Is that a ferry or like a military ship?
Oh, there's a...
I think it's a ferry.
It's a big boat. It's a big boat, definitely.
It's not a grey.
And he's right, it does taste like Stella, by the way. Here
Stella is
at Ghee by the Sea. Alright, look at this windmill. Can you believe we're in Malmö, in the city? Look at that. How cool. We've got a bit of sexual predatory going on here, look. Oh, no, running in the opposite direction now. How exciting. Birds in the park. Mating rituals in Malmö. They do say that Swedes are quite sexually liberal, so yeah, there you go. And actually this is called the Slottsparken, so you can understand what goes on here.
You know what they mean?
No idea, come on.
Slot is a castle.
Alright, where's the castle then? We've seen a windmill, where's the castle?
I haven't seen the castle.
Yeah, oh, okay, so this is Malmö Central Casino in the park. Oh my god, it's Zlatan. Zlatan on the bench. Look, they really prioritise cyclists here in Malmö to the point where pedestrians have to walk along this narrow strip in between the traffic and the cyclists. The cyclists get all this space to themselves, look. Kim doesn't care though, look. Kim walks where he wants.
Cycling lane?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Falafel Master the. And so over here you can see there are a few gravestones. This is Malmö's old cemetery, and it's right in the centre of town. I'm not sure how it is in your town, but in Malmö, for some reason they put the cemetery right in the centre of town. So it's like a park, so I guess that's nice. Celebrate, you know, the life of the people who have passed. Here we are now at Malmö Airport. We're about to fly on to our next Swedish destination. Kim, I have a question for you. Would you recommend visiting Malmö?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially on a summer day like this.
Yeah.
Go and visit seaside, the
Yeah.
beach.
It's nice. I would say there's not a huge amount to do, but it's a chilled out city with a cool vibe, really nice. Definitely worth a little visit if you want a kind of more chilled out Nordic city break. All right.
Absolutely.
Nice one. We'll see you in our next video. Take care, guys. You can see it's a very busy airport here in Malmö. Look, there's a flight approximately once every hour. And the most serious airport security I've ever seen in my entire life. You'd think it was like New York JFK or something rather than Malmö.